Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a fresh new reading. We are very nearly ready for an astrological event in the next couple of days. The Lion's Gateway, or the Lion's Gate, happens every year around the 8th of August. The sun moves into the sign of Leo, and there's just a lot of extra cosmic energy that surrounds us during this time of the year. And if I remember right, the star Sirius is a little bit more visible from Earth, or it's a little closer, or it appears closer, something like that. Anyways, it's a pretty big deal energetically, and I was thinking of reading on this and seeing how we were going to be affected as a result. And I think that the concentration of energy is a lot stronger this year in particular. Honestly, here I go again with my love for matching numbers, but the dates, 8-8 in the year 2020, 8-8-2020. I mean, come on. I do feel as though this year the Lion's Gateway is going to be quite significant. So I want to see how we're going to be affected, how all of this extra energy, is going to make us feel. There we go. Get nice and shuffled. Any lessons that we might be figuring out during this time, and just some really good advice from Spirit. You'll notice I also have the Path of the Soul Destiny cards here for Oracle cards. I'm going to pull one at the end of the reading and see if we can get some additional advice or maybe a channeled message to come in. All right. So first things first, how is the abundance of energy around us going to affect us? In general. Oh, that was way out of frame. And just to clarify. All right. Ooh. All right. So first and foremost, this is actually going to be a time of great healing. Your wounds from the past and the baggage that you still might hold cannot come with you where you're about to go. This Knight of Wands is ready to roll. He's ready to start the healing process. Now, consciously, okay, it doesn't sound as easy and fun as that. Healing can be really uncomfortable because you have to come face to face with old emotions and pain and stuff that, normally we don't like to feel. We like to stuff it away, or we like to pretend it doesn't exist. Your soul, however, is so determined to get on this healing path and to get moving with the healing process. The card I had next to all of this healing stuff is the World. Here's the best possible outcome. So you are going to heal from whatever it is that you need to deal with right now. I understand, of course, some of us, we have traumas and pains that are bigger than a few weeks or months or whatever of inner work. But Spirit is saying, here's your sadness, here are your burdens. Let's just take a big chunk of this at the very least. Even if it's not everything that's completely healed all at once, let's heal what we are strong enough to heal from right now. But yeah, here's the best possible outcome. We're going to heal from exactly what we need to heal from. We're going to feel a lot lighter and a lot cleaner energetically. I don't know why, but I get the image of a faucet running, or the tap running. and the pipes, maybe they haven't been used in a long time, whatever, they're kind of full of like scum and algae, you know, the slimy brown stuff that can accumulate that you got to clean off every so often, okay? So the mental image is like the pipes are full of that, the faucet gets turned on, and the water runs brown at first. It runs brown and the tap sputters and it coughs and all of this like really nasty gross shit comes out of the tap, okay? But after a while, the water starts to run clearer and clearer and clearer until there's no more gross stuff. Okay, so that's happening, but that same thing kind of, but on the insides of us, in our soul, in our spiritual being. Card on the bottom, temperance, healing. Gradual healing. Maybe for some, we have things that can be dealt with in a snap that had maybe just been repressed or forgotten about. Maybe for others, like I had been talking about earlier, some things can't just be healed all at once instantly. There are some things that will need to be healed over and over again and worked through over and over again. But this Lionsgate time is a really, really excellent time to embark on this process, to start the healing. All right, now the next thing I wanted to ask, so that's awesome. This is going to be a great time for healing, a really good time to study things like Reiki, energy healing, Qigong. There's a lot of different methods, a lot of different ways to heal. There's, you know, different meditations, hypnosis. There's also things available to us like therapy and talking to ones that we love and maybe being able to get outside perspectives on our situations. Seek your healing in the way that best suits you and in the best way that's available to you. It might be a combination of all these things. Maybe a combination of therapy and Reiki and something else, you know. But what I want to know now is, how is this time going to affect us psychically with our connection to spirit? How are our innate psychic, intuitive abilities going to be affected by this Lionsgate energy? Oh, look at that world again. Ah, that Knight of Wands. And you guys saw how much I shuffled those. Our souls, our spirits are so determined to get stuff done. There's a lot that our souls want to get done. Okay. We'll put that one on top and then the card on the bottom. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. First thing, 6 of Cups, soulmates. A lot of us are going to either meet a new soulmate, and now when I say soulmate, that can be a romantic partner. It could be a spouse. It, you know, could be something like that. A soulmate could also just be like a new best friend, or somebody that you really click with and you feel like you've known each other before. There's something else about recognizing soulmates in people that you already know. So you might, you know, be talking with your friend or something and realize like, hey, wait a minute, we have a connection that goes a lot deeper than this lifetime. And it can be something totally platonic. There are so many different kinds of love out there that the soul doesn't care what kind of label is attached to it, you know. Whether it's friendship love or sibling or family love. You know, you might start recognizing members of your actual family, or maybe, you know, like the friends or the family that you choose or whatever, as being soulmates. Or, like I said earlier, a lot of us are going to meet or come into union with some kind of soulmate. The world. And that's because it's the right time to do it. It's something that needs to be done. There's something about tying up loose ends with friends or with soulmates as well. And actually, this message sort of goes into this Page of Swords card. These are all sort of connected, right? So the world, something needs to be made right, and there's that tying up loose ends. With this Page of Swords card, I was hearing, say what you need to say, and be honest and truthful. If there is a situation that you're in, maybe with a friend or with somebody, it's sort of uncomfortable, it's a little awkward. Normally you get along, but for some reason, you know, maybe something is going on. These cards are saying like, hey, you guys were put together in each other's lives for a reason. Again, that could be friendship or family, it could be romantic, whatever. You need to say what it is you need to say, or do what you need to do to make the situation right as best you can. And if that's what it takes to make things right in your connections, then that's what you need to do. So that Page of Swords is just saying, like, do whatever it is you need to do to bring some joy and bring some balance, bring some happiness back into your relationships. So we're getting very, very in touch with our soulmates, and we're doing a lot of healing and a lot of reconciliation, a lot of just honesty and expressing ourselves. Knight of Wands, very motivated. Our soul's very motivated to do this. To get in touch with our soulmates, or to recognize our loved ones for the spiritual beings that they are, to make amends where we need to. Page of Swords actually is also telling us to just see the truth in our connections. Interesting. Two of Pentacles. There's a little bit of like bringing balance into your relationships, but how we're being affected psychically. I think that you're going to develop or find out for sure which method of picking up spiritual information works best for you. So this is showing me that a lot of you who are watching this, chances are you already are aware that you're intuitive, or you're already aware that you have something going on there spiritually, okay? So you're going to be developing, whether it's like, this because, say, like you're clairvoyant, you see things mentally, or you're clairaudient, you hear messages from spirit, or maybe you have psychic dreams, or maybe you're a medium or whatever. And so you're developing that. But then there's something new. There's a new skill. So let's go back to like being clairvoyant. So maybe you're clairvoyant and you can see, images from spirit. You can visualize. You're really, really good at that. Then let's just say like another skill you're going to learn that comes in might be something like clairaudience. You might be learning how to quiet the mind and listen for messages, or it could be something like clairsentience. You're learning how to pick up and feel, whether that's physically or emotionally, what other people are going through, or messages from spirit, something like that. So you already have one way of receiving information from spirit that you understand, but you're going to be picking up a second set of skills. You're going to be learning another way of doing it. And I think that's really, really awesome. Then, of course, we have our lovely little Queen of Wands here. She's saying, be your authentic self. You're actually going to be you might be feeling more creative, or you just have like this energetic boost that comes with your manifestations. Like your affirmations might just feel that much more powerful. Or if you do practice some kind of magic or witchcraft, you might find that it works a lot faster, or like you just feel more confident in what you're doing. Or just really with anything in your life, whatever it is that you're currently doing and currently into. There's just going to be this like divine confidence boost that comes your way with that Queen of Wands. Okay, Now, I want to know what's some good advice from Spirit. What is some good advice from Spirit? Whoop. Just about lost a good portion of my deck. Okay, what is some good advice from Spirit? Good. Or, you know, the best advice that Spirit has for us. Okay. Look what's on the bottom. Look at that strength card. There's our lion. It's Lionsgate time. Oh my goodness. Let me just rearrange these so you can see them. Oh my. And you know what? We'll put our good enough. Okay, so some advice from Spirit. Put your conflicts to the side. Sort out, do whatever you can, do the most that you can and the best that you can, but once you've done everything you can do, set all your conflicts and your worries and your struggles to the side. And there's something here about like petty conflict, something about like pettiness. Like, it's just like, let it go. Page of Cups is saying now to emotionally and with your relationships, water your flowers, check in with your loved ones, you know, let them know that you care about them. Just remind them that they're loved. Even though you think, oh yeah, they already know that. Even if they do already know that, who doesn't love being told, hey, I'm thinking about you. I care about you. Have a great day. You know, I love you. You're doing awesome. Things like that. I think if we set, oh yeah, okay, here we go. Our petty conflicts and our petty stuff with other people, we set that aside. It makes it so much easier for us to take, to treat others with love and compassion. And when we're not like on the inside in the back of our minds grumbling about something dumb that, you know, like we're mad at or we're mad about from somebody else or whatever, our love and our compassion becomes a lot more genuine when we no longer carry any resentment or anything like that. Ace of Pentacles, that's that is kind of a lesson or something being offered up by the universe. An opportunity for us to grow. So for some of us or a lot of us, we need to just forgive others, forgive ourselves, forgive as much as we can, the best that we can. We're not called to be perfect. We just have to do our best, okay? And that's like a little, it's almost like a side quest or something. Why do I get that energy? It's like a bonus quest or a side quest from the universe, along with your, you know, main life path. There's a side quest on setting aside your differences, forgiving, being compassionate and kind. And then in the meantime, I'm getting love is not confusion. That is something that's going to resonate with some of you who are watching this. I feel like that was something that needed to be said, was that love is not confusion. Sometimes we do feel confused in our relationships, you know, well, how does he actually feel about me? Or like, you know, is she mad at me? Like, does she actually love me? Or this or that. The way that we get through this, the way we cut through confusion is with communication as best we can. So there's something about wanting to get to the bottom of things with your loved ones. There's one message that comes through with this. Actually, doesn't that kind of sound like what Page of Swords and, well, you know, earlier, that message about like being open and honest and saying what you need to say in order to bring balance and peace back to your relationships, tying up the loose ends. Love is not confusion. Don't leave things hanging. Don't leave people wondering. And then another message with this Lover's card just on its own is that you're surrounded by love. You are love. You are made of love at your very energetic core. That's what you are. That's what I am. That's what we are. And I think that's really important to remember. It's also worth noting that we are surrounded by the love of spirit, by our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our loved ones on the other side. And we're surrounded by the love that we often kind of overlook. The people who are here with us right here, right now. Our families and our friends. It's like, just take a moment to recognize and appreciate all of the love that you are surrounded by, or just all of the love that you see around you. Okay, whoop. And then next message from Spirit, if we have this confusion again, and then we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is all about self-imposed restrictions and like self-limitations and perhaps self-sabotage even. I think the message from Spirit here is that we're going to be gaining clarity on some of the ways in which we feel stuck in our lives. That sometimes we are stuck because we let ourselves be stuck. Sometimes we struggle because we let ourselves struggle. Eight of Swords is in reverse too. So what I get with it being reversed is that you can come out of these binds. These restrictions are temporary if you realize that you can actually release yourself from your self-judgment, self-criticism, the feeling of, well, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I can do this. Because you can. You can. Card on the bottom, Strength. I think that our wells of inner strength are not only being refilled during this time. Again, I'm getting that mental image of the tap coughing and sputtering and all, the water runs brown and gross, and then after a while it starts to run cleaner and cleaner. Okay, our wells of strength. I'm getting a mental image that it's literally like an old-fashioned well that is pumping out. First it's pumping out just like gross water, and then it just gets cleaner and nicer. So our own inner wells of strength are being replenished, and then some. I'm actually now seeing the mental image of like it overflowing with the sparkling clean water. I think that's very encouraging. It's very motivating. I really love knowing that Spirit has my back everywhere I go, whatever I choose to do, just every single step of my life, every single breath, every single day. And we are strong. Spirit is saying that you are strong enough to go through all of this, to learn and to grow. You're strong enough to release your own limitations and fears. You're strong enough to tie up the loose ends in your connections. You're strong enough to heal and to make it through this Lionsgate transition. This is a really, really beautiful time. Okay, and now last, I'm gonna just pull a Path of the Soul card, see if we can get some kind of channeled message. Ooh, if I can open the box, that is. See if I can get a channeled message, and then we'll look in the book after and see what the artist's interpretation of the card was. Okay. We have 2. Okay, so 17 and 9. So we got 2. All right. All right. I like this one. This one is pretty. It looks like a seahorse. I think it's so cute. See if there is any kind of channeled message that comes in. Just give me a second, you guys. I'm just going to listen to Spirit. To my beautiful and divine children, always remember that there's love and healing within your hearts. Never forget your divine inner nature. Do not succumb to the perils of self-sabotage, to the never-ending spiral of doubt, of inner hatred, of self-sabotage. of guilt. These are all things that must be released. You don't need to hold on to these things any longer because it does not help you. If it's hurting you and it's causing you so much pain, then why carry it around? Why carry around an extra boulder on your back when it's clearly causing you discomfort? It's okay to let it go. It is not your responsibility to hold on to your pain all your life. Avoid the pitfalls of self-isolation and reclusive behavior. Your divine connection to others is a beautiful and brilliant gift. The love you offer to others is much more than you realize. And you will be surprised at the amount of love that will be returned to you. It is difficult, my children. You don't remember what it's like not to have this human experience. When you come here, you forget what it was like to live in perfect harmony all the time, without the struggle and the density and the discomfort of the 3D world. We are with you. We are the guardians. We watch you. We are, you call, spirit guides. We are your loved ones. And we are here. Okay. This one is really pretty too. You know what this one looks like? Like a drop of oil or something on water, and you know it makes that iridescent kind of shine. I think that one is lovely. It's a beautiful teardrop shape. I'm just gonna listen to Spirit and get any kind of message on this one. Divine beings, it is I, the Archangel Ariel. I am here to guide you through this process that many of you have started not long ago. A process of awakening, divine, beautiful remembering of who you are. The teardrop shape on this card is to show you that while, yes, you are but a drop of water within the ocean, you are learning the significance of your individual drop. You're learning the significance of your own existence, of your own consciousness, your own perspective, your own being, even though you are connected to a vast sea of beings, of consciousness, of entities just like you and just like me. You're embarking on a beautiful new stage in your life. I grant you the wisdom and the strength to walk this path. You're not alone. You've never been alone. I will guide you during this time. Wow. I kind of want to, well, I wanted to look at the book, and compare the artist's vision, but honestly, I don't think I really want to now. I'm happy to be able to channel that message to you guys. And with that said, I guess that's what we're going to be learning about this Lionsgate time in the next couple days. Lots of healing and lots of growth and lots of releasing old dense energy to create space for brand new light. All right, so I hope you guys are having a great week so far, and I'm gonna see you in my next upload. Okay, bye-bye.